What up? 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 What up, Jay? I'm looking for. What up, bro? What up, A Major? Hey, bro, I'm actually on YouTube and IG at the same time. I ain't never really did that before, so I was just trying it. Just trying it. Because I barely get on live on IG. But I know it's two different groups of, you know what I'm saying, people that follow me on YouTube as on IG. So I was like, nah, Jay, I'm actually on Reason, bro. I'm getting on the ASR this afternoon after I take this little walk. But I just wanted to cook up something right quick, so I just hopped on Reason. See if I do these drums first. Would that make a difference? Chop 'em, boom. Chop 'em, boom. Chop 'em, boom. Chop 'em, boom. It makes you funny, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. That hard. then I lay the sample. Got that Jeezy feel. Jeezy Ross vibes. Play with the sample a little bit. EQ it so I can play a bass line. Sound, that'll bring it on. Too vague. I just have to take a second. Fuck it. I got a little time. Let me see. Do I want to use Pro Mars? Pro Mars. I make two basses. I like that. shit. Make sure I save. I'm crying. Take it to church. Come on. What am I looking for? A little gospel. A little gospel joint that we be killing all the time. Long distance. too long. Yo. Redo it. Nah, that about right, Zach. Why not? Yeah, that's without the sample. Now this with the sample. Good little morning sponge activity. You got a little morning sponge activity. Probably maybe one more. play this shit though. This shit was hard. I did this not yesterday, day before yesterday. What up, Rainmaker? Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. My bad, y'all. I wasn't even reading none of this, man. I was tapped in. Trying to knock some dust off, man. Trying to knock some dust off. This shit I made the other day was hard. I need to turn the bitch my first time just doing them at the same time. I don't know, man. I just been on in a bop mood. Shit, let's try to cook up something from scratch. No samples. Let's test that muscle. Appreciate that, Rainmaker. Appreciate that. Now, let's try to test this muscle. I ain't made that from scratch. Because the few beats I've made since I got back, they all have had samples, so. Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. Just gotta find this sound. Kinda hear it in my head. If I can find the right sound, we'll be in the money. What up? Everybody in the live, if you could do me one quick favor, like the live video and subscribe to the channel. Our goal is 12,000 subscribers. We need all y'all good people to help us get there. So if you could hit that like button for me, that'll be really, really dope. I greatly appreciate it. Appreciate that, Ken. know. Yeah, Ken, I use Logic, but right now I'm using Reason. But nah, Logic was my shit. I ain't been on it since they did the whole STEM thing, that new version of Logic, but you can't use that bass line. That's my bass line. That sounds too good. You gotta use the bass line from Ah, we talking about the Gaia? The Gaia got some good sounds in it, man. I don't use it as much as I need to. I don't use it as much as I need to, but it got some shit in there. I got it. Gotta catch it though. Catch it. I gotta get that right because I'm gonna be hearing that non-stop in my head till I figure this out. Bum, bum. What up, Aqua? What up, what up, what up? Can I send you my 61? Man, I haven't even used that thing in a second. I be really on my ASR. So Fresco, what up, boy? Finger. Come on. Change this buffer size real quick. I'm starting to add more shit.
time, one.
Tell you my name, waiting for you. I've been down, lost religions. Where did you go? Where did you go, mama?
Sadly delayed, the future is so bright. We got it. He's driving all around, driving all around.
I'm gonna put this shit on. Let's put this shit on it.
Driving all around, driving all around, driving all around.
man. Straight. Straight work, though. Drop some drums already. Man, I ain't even figured out what I want to do with the drums. I ain't even figured that part out. I don't know what type of feel I want to go for. Wish I had my MP. Yeah, nah, I can't. I ain't even gonna hold y'all to get the shit that y'all want. I'm gonna have to like play it on the pads. Like certain shit I can play with the computer, but like certain shit like it's just a feeling and a texture. Like when you touching them pads, like you, yeah, I can't describe it, man. But if you're an MPC user, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Rodney, what's good with it? Ivory, those layers are crazy. Oh man, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. The last few cookups I have been doing, I have been using samples or what have you. So I was like, man, let's just cook up something from scratch. Because I know somebody's going to be like, oh, you're using all these samples. So, hell, y'all say, hey, I played all this shit. Except for this little vocal shit. Got that. I tell you, I got that from Arcade or what have you. The only reason why I use that because like for this type of shit, like I needed that little texture to like wake it up or what have you. But the rest of this shit, if I mute it, it's all me. Appreciate that, bro. Nah, but this shit cool though. This shit cool. Cooked up two nice ideas. Two nice ideas. I'll play the first one more time. Texture is key for ear candy too. That ear candy is important. The ear candy is very, 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 very important. And while I got everybody in the live, you guys please like the live video and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to be a part of Beat Review is Thursday at 9 o'clock. All you got to do is email your music to gmbeatreview@gmail.com. And come on the live and we gonna play that shit. Fuck all that vinyl collection. It's nice. Appreciate it, bro. There's more back there and there's more over there beside my head. Or what have you. But I appreciate that. Play the idea I made earlier. One more again. We need a third one. I'm gonna be on tonight, Jay. I got you. Shit hard. We making a song of that tonight. We making a song of that tonight. But shit, I got a couple seconds before I tap off. If y'all got any questions or comments or anything y'all want to know about, I got a few minutes. We can chop it up. And then shit, I'm going to let y'all go and we're going to tap in this evening. And also, everybody that's in the live, if you guys could check out the website at www.georgiamusclemusic.com. Get some merch, get some sounds, book some one-on-ones. I can show you my whole process of how I cook up. If you got an MP and you need questions and you got shit you need help with, right, hit me, book a one-on-one, and I'll lace you up. And I have you knowing the same shit that I know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check out the website, support the channel, and shit, if y'all ain't got no more questions, shit, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna email you about something. That's a bet. That's a bet. What is it again? It's www.georgiamusclemusic.com. That's www.georgiamusclemusic.com. And if you click on any one of the videos in the description, there's always a link to the website. Jay Leno, do you collab? Jay, sometimes, man, but I ain't even finna hold you, bro. I only really like collab with like probably like the architect and probably like one or two more other people because we like speak the same language, bro. Like it's a relationship thing to me. Like if y'all see the way me and architect cook, the reason why we able to cook like that is because we've been knowing each other since we were 18 and we 31 now. You know what I'm saying? And like we have discussions about music. We always talk. We talk 3-4 times a day. Like it's easy for us to collaborate because we know each other's energy. We know each other's mind musically and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, yeah, it's just easy because like with a lot of shit, like not saying you, but like when folks be like collab, like the shit that they be wanting to make, like I could make on my own. You know what I'm saying? And like when I be collabing, like I be wanting to make something better than what I can make on my own. If I'm collab, and I'm not talking about you or nobody, but if I'm collabing with somebody and I know I can make something better than that in my own independence, then it's not worth me collabing. You know what I'm saying? Or like it's got to be like a synergy. Like you got to inspire me, I got to inspire you type of thing. Like it's just a vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, cause I take this music shit serious, bro. Like, and it just gotta be. It's just a mind frame. Bet, cause I need to learn the sample game. I have like 2 crates of records, and it hunts me. I don't know, man. Hit me up, man. I'll show, bro. I'll give you my whole game of how to sample because like I'm a technician with that sampling shit. Like you just gotta know what you're looking for, and then once you find shit, you just gotta know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain way. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it, but like once you know the little gems, you can sample damn near anything. Cause it's some common sense stuff and it's some math into it or what have you. And then just having an ear. You know, just having an ear. And then if you could play, it's easy to move shit around. Cause like some shit, man, I just replay it. And then that's why it be like I can replay certain shit. So when I take the sample out, you really can't even tell there was no sample there. Because I just build it up like with texture and shit around it. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you might not be able to clear these samples or what have you. So shit, you better take that sample out and be done created a bed of music and shit around it. Because like when I sample, some people sample for dependence. Like this sample is driving, you know, this record. It's certain times, like 10% out of it, you might have a sample that's just so crazy where you ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, do much around it. But like when I sample, I'm sampling for like inspiration. Like I'm sampling for something that's gonna inspire me to play shit around it. That's why when I'm able to take the sampling out, it's so much music because the sample was either just a starting place or I turned the sample into an instrument. Like I showed y'all, like how when I sample, I turn shit to tones. You know what I'm saying? Like certain shit like that or what have you. So, you know, there's plenty of ways. Still learning the scales too because a few lives I watch you, man. That's how I'm able to go up and down this keyboard so fluently, man, because I know my scales, I know my 5-finger patterns and all that shit. Like I got an ass example I use and made them sound so it was good. Copyrights. Yeah, nah, I mean, it just all depends on the situation, man. Like, it's a lot of shit you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to chop it up with you and tell you some shit or what have you. But, like, I just still tell people all the time, man, it's best if you could build music around that shit and then just being able to play shit to a certain degree. Like, that, I'm going to keep preaching that shit to the day they drop me 6 feet under, man, because, like, yeah. You know, like, you gon' it's that playing on that shit, man. Like that shit is so important because you might run into issues like I said where you can't clear shit and shit like that. So yeah, nah, that shit important. Play this shit one more time, man. Have you tricked out the modern MPC with the software into your DAW? Nah, Els, you know, I can't use the software, y'all. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like the software, if you use like the MPC and the sequencer, like it's very different and shit like that. And I can't never get that shit to work the way I want to. So I ain't never really used the software, what have you. And like to be honest, like I said, that X just sit on the shelf. I really had been thinking about getting rid of that motherfucker. But I might just hold it for nostalgic purposes. What up, Don Key? What up, what up, what up, what up? I could hear a live drum over there. Nah, that'd be hard. Track some real live drums on that shit. To really give it that and to give it that swing that I want, or what have you. And even to take these basses out. Take these basses out that I programmed to get like a real bass player, or like even, because I play bass to a certain degree. I'm still learning or what have you. But like, just playing that bass on there, getting that feel, and then actually even micing up like a real Hammond B3 organ and like putting the mics on the cabinets of that shit to get that room feel. Like, that shit'll sound totally different. And then get some real horns and players so you can get that articulation. That boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. And then, too, what be the kill is, like, when you're dealing, like, with real musicians and real instruments, the way you mic shit can change the whole sound. They could play the same shit, but if you mic shit a certain way, like, doing certain XY patterns or having the mic at a certain distance, like close up on it or far away from it. And then like, once you get that shit playing with like certain reverbs and delays, man, the dynamic can change. And then too, if you got all the musicians in the room, like that energy and that synergy, like, man, that shit gonna bleed through that tape all the time. That's why all them old school Motown records and Jackson records, fuck the sound, shit, the people that was in the room, the vibration, like, all that shit spewed out on that damn tape as well, man. So, like, yeah. And that's the shit that's missing with music. That's why that shit ain't really got a feel like that. Hey, Els, I got the 16. I fuck with this Tascam, man. The sound, I like the EQ on it, and the compressor on it is really not that bad. Like, I'm still tripping out for this price point. Like, they really did some good work. I'm even thinking about doing a review video. You know what I'm saying? They did some good shit. Aqua, it's a vibe. No, facts. You know, I'm telling you, man, that shit for real. I asked you this on your last live you read. How do you get your load? How do you get lows to fill up the whole fucking room, bro? Hey, what you talking about, like low end? Okay, well, I'm just gonna tell you if that's what you're talking about. So, like, the way I mix records or what have you before, like, I don't even say this. You got to make sure that your music is balanced out well and you got headroom first before, like, low end to be, like, introduced. Like, if you got, like, all your instruments and shit that's in the track fighting to, like, compete with each other, like, you ain't even have enough headroom for that bass to sit or whatever, so it's going to be, like, clutter. You know what I'm saying? So having a nice, smooth blend with your music works well. And then, too, bro, just, like, EQing, finding, like, you know, your frequencies that you can boost and dial in, like, rolling off that high, finding out where that shit is, like, really punching or what have you. And then too, like, sound selection, like that low end shit, it's a lot that go into it, because like you can just have a weak ass drum or a weak ass 808 and that shit not going. You can do all the blending, all the EQing, all the, you know, shit, like adding shit, like having like 19 plugins on it. But if the sound, the actual sound ain't good or processed right, you already fighting a battle that you finna like fail in. That's why, like, when I be saying what I be saying about sampling sounds into the MPC, running it through a board, like, when I'm playing them drums on there, the ASR, it's already hitting hot. So once it get into Pro Tools, because Pro Tools is basically a modernized tape machine, or like Reason, or whatever DAW you're using, the goddamn wave and the signal is already so hot, I find myself now, well, I ain't even got to put nothing but maybe like an EQ to fine tune it, maybe like a a arc compressor, or like hell, I was putting the goddamn guard particle on the 808s and the low end to like really get that whoom. But like minimal shit. Like all I'm doing is fine tuning because the sound that I sampled in the machine was a great sound, and I'll keep it a band with you. It was some EA ski drums. Y'all already know how them drums coming. So putting that shit straight in there, and that shit already sounding away now. I'm just trying to just tame that motherfucker and make it sound right. So it's a lot that go in there. I'm running straight Reaper. The music program with Waves. And like I said, Zach, it still just start with your sound. Like, you got to make sure the sounds that you making beats with, bro, like the 808 is hitting or whatever. Now, if you got, like, a nice hitting 808, then just try to do the headroom and then, like, just EQing, maybe even parallel compression a little bit and shit of that nature. But, like, yeah, just try those few things or what have you. I can hear the passion on your crowd. Subscribe. Appreciate that. But that's why I say, man, with the analog shit, you ain't got to do that much. You just got to make sure you sampling the shit in there right. And if you sampling the shit in there right, all that trying to put 30 different plugins on there, man, shit be very minimal. EQ, maybe a little compression, maybe a little this, and a whole bunch of like time-based effects. And y'all know time-based effects ain't nothing but like reverb, delays, modulations, shit of that nature, you know, to add like the little funny coloring and, you know, like making the shit sound a lot beautiful or what have you. But like as far as like processing shit to make shit, man, nah. Unless you learn to sound design better. But yeah, nah, facts. Like shit, when I got my 3,000 back or whatever, like I did it for a couple hours, but I just took a couple hours, man, and I was just going through sounds, putting sounds in the machine, like that kick, don't like that kick, like that snare, don't like that snare, like doing that shit. And then like I try to have like 10 good folders of shits like different vibes, like my soulful vibe, my live drum vibe, my hip hop vibe, my trap vibe. So when I'm making these tracks or whatever, I can just automatically go. Like I'm not clicking and looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I got these are sounds that I'm finna fuck with for the next 2 or 3 months to make records because I already know these gonna snap. I ain't gotta do nothing extra. So now I can just be focused on creating as far as just going through, looking through sounds, man, because that shit'll take up so much fucking of your time, and that shit'll have you going crazy in itself. And even like drum breaks, like I got like a folder, like 10 different drum breaks that I like that's cut up, like this the move for the R&B drum breaks, this the move for the trap. If I ever do some trap shit with some breaks, that's the do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Have that. But just go on ahead and spend that day or two, get your shit together. So when you start creating, you can create, and then on the back end, as far as like mixing and tweaking, you ain't running around here looking like Doc Brown from Back to the Future with your hair out the roof because, you know what I'm saying, you trying to figure shit out. Speaking of, I'm gonna watch Back to the Future today. I'm gonna watch Back to the Future 2. That used to be my shit. But yeah, man. Should I do Rex Files like a sample that I would do to myself? I mean, you can use Rex Files. You know, it's still not gonna change like the Sonics or what have you. That's just, you know, like basically the program you use or what have you. But Rex Files ain't gonna give you that analog, you know what I'm saying, that analog sound or what have you. That's just Reason's way for loops and the loop player and shit like that. Bro may need a subwoofer if the monitors aren't good. Brian, that's another gem too. Like, and you know what? Sometimes, man, it's just my mind. Because I have all this shit to listen to, and I be thinking everybody had that, and they don't have that shit. But yeah, you gotta make sure what you listening to your music on is important too. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a sub, I got some playback monitors, and then I got some focals. You know what I'm saying? So my point of reference is pretty good. And then too, another thing is my room is treated. Like I got diffusers in the ceiling. I got diffusers in the wall. I got the whole double sheetrock. I got the big thing of styrofoam stuffed in the wall with another layer of sheetrock. Like my walls are pretty solid, and then I got the high ceilings going up, and then bass traps and shit in here. So shit sounds pretty decent. I ain't got it all the way where I want it, but it's about 75% off. I mean, not 75% off, but 75% down. Where do I start if I want to get into analog? Denard, to be honest, man, I would say do your research. Even though I'm on YouTube and I do content, I'm a big YouTuber, man. Like, I research. I look at videos. I read content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting sound on sound magazines and scratch magazines when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking at gear and knowing about gear and shit like that. But you got to find out, do you want analog gear, you know, for vocals? Or do you want analog gear for, like, you know, tracking instruments and shit like that? Do you want the big boy consoles, or do you want the 500 series? Because you can get the big boy consoles in a small package, like a 500 series, but you got to buy a chassis. That's what you put the 500 series in, and you can just make a cabinet. So, you know, you need to start researching that. Do you want, like, EQs? Do you want compressors? Do you want distortion machines? Hell, a lot of folks don't know, but, like, especially, like, Dre in the early 90s or whatever, like, a lot of them, they was using, you can get away with guitar pedals. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a guitar pedal like the Gorilla Drive. You know what I'm saying? To add tone and saturation to your shit. Or going out and buying you some delay machines that they put guitars on, or some flangers and shit like that, and running your sounds through that. Like, it's music shit, but it's also a scientist, man. I be telling folks, get your white lab coat, man, and say you up a band or some shit, man, and go to Guitar Center, man, and just find you some shit and play. C1LB is the best compressor. Give or take, that's your opinion. But that is a good compressor, though. I ain't even finna hold you. I'm not even finna hold you. But, like, shit, knowing about a 1073, you know, like, you just got to know what you want, because everything is, at the end of the day, man, I can tell you some shit to buy, but it's still going to be your preference. It's what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big thing. Peace. Exactly, Indy. Like, you just gotta find shit that you like and what work for you, and another thing too, guys, is you gotta find out what goal and what sound you trying to achieve. You know, when it comes to drum machines, when it comes to keyboards, when it comes to outboard gear, like, what sound and what shit you crafting, because everybody has their own sound and their own way of doing shit. You know, like, even when it comes to drum machines, like, if you want a clean sound, get a newer machine. If you want some shit, if you're a big Wu-Tang fan and you like grit and you like boom bap, I would tell you don't even get an MPC. Go get you an SP1200. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could give you reasoning why, and then you can go look up. But, like, everything is a reason why. Like, you should be like, I have this because I'm trying to achieve this. If you follow me. Like, I can literally, you can ask me every piece of gear that I got in here, and I can tell you the reason why I got that and what's my method of using it. And that's, you know, that's the way you guys got to be with your stuff. So these purchases don't be just feeling like off the wall type shit. Like, I'm just spending $4,000-$5,000 on some shit because I seen another motherfucker get it, and I seen him doing it. He dope. Like, that's still not gonna make you. I like the MPC Live 2000. Trill, hey, that's a dope piece too. But like I said, if you a big Wu-Tang fan and you want that grit, or like even like that old early quick shit before he got on the 3000 and the 60 or whatever, like the SP1200. You know what I'm saying? Like that undertone and that grit and like that kind of distortion, like funny, funky sound, like hit or whatever, like that SP is the only machine that's gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want a drum machine that got kind of a swing, it hit, but it's kind of clean, it's kind of crispier, get you a 3,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give you reasoning for everything or what have you, but it's just knowing the reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing the reasoning of why you got shit. Same thing with the ASR. Why you got the ASR? Because I want my samples. I want to make tones out my samples, and I want that shit to like be dark, and I want it to hit, and I want it to have kind of the same type of grit that the SP1200 have on it. You know what I'm saying? But being able to take that sample and spread it and make patches and shit like that, but still have that old analog grit type of sound, that's why I got an ASR. Workflow. Want to be able to chop samples, save shit, move on the fly, be able to sit in the backyard, smoke a joint, and make a beat. That's why I got a Live 2. Workflow. Want to be able to move quick, yada, yada, yada. That's why you got an X. Not the sound, just the workflow. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Isley Brother fans. I love synths, mono synths. That's leads and shit. That's why I got to move Grandmother. I love polysynths. I love being able to play chords and shit. That's why I got a Roland Gaia. I like trap music. I like strings. I like horns. That's why I got a Phantom. I can keep going on and telling you why and why and why and why. And that's what y'all got to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you bad as fuck, bro. I don't think you really get close to the props you should be getting. Please don't take that the wrong way, please. No. Oh, no, it's all good, bro. The MV8800 came out after all that. Hey, that 8800, I remember when that shit came out. I was young as fuck, but they had that shit on display at Sam Ash. That motherfucker used to connect like the keyboard monitor and the mouse or whatever. Like, that shit was different. That shit was different. I gotta clean the mix, but my sub is off. Not sure why. Because I think the reason, Donkey, I think the reason why you gotta clean the mix is because, you know, sometimes that sub can be like, I ain't gonna say misleading, but like, you know, everybody ain't gonna have like that low end in they shit all the time. But then I think just like the ringing of that shit and always hitting while you do it, I think because when I mix, I turn it off or what have you. And then like when I'm ready to preview, I turn it on. Because that shit kind of give you a little false sense a little bit. Because like sometimes that sub can just be beating or what have you. And it can be a little misleading or what have you. Hell yeah, that's facts, bro. I've been using my Yamaha boards for years. Love the sound for me. Oh, yeah. You a player, bro. I remember, like, when I was playing in church, like, every church we went to, motherfuckers had a motif. Because it's just the sounds in them, like, they were just so polished. You know, from the pianos to the leads to the strings, like, that shit. Motif always, to me, just yells gospel music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fact. I have an SP505 and until I can afford some better gear, I'm still. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's a fact, man. And like I tell folks, Maurice, bro, I didn't get all this shit overnight, bro. This is like, you know, over times, over periods. So you just get you a piece of gear and you just try to find your sound and you try to find yourself in it. And like, the key is, man, being able to make a track on all this shit but still sound like you and get your idea across. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, you can use whatever you want to use. You just got to know what you're using and why you're using it and what you're trying to make and create. That's it. That is it. Because you can make a hit on a laptop. You can make a hit on an X, on a 3000, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you just want to be able to talk and explain this shit and tell your process and know what the fuck you're doing. Because I will say, the more you know, the better you do. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. Y'all subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna tap in with y'all this evening. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. And shit, I'm gonna tap back in with y'all.